Hey everyone, it's a bit of a Viseart party in here today. I have a Viseart eyeshadow palette on, and I also am wearing the Viseart Highlight and Sculpt face palette. And I have done reviews on Viseart eyeshadow palettes before, like the bigger ones that are $80. And the quality is just outstanding and outrageous on these Viseart palettes, on their eyeshadows. I just feel like if you have a nice, high quality, mostly matte eyeshadow palette already that is neutrals, why should you spend $80 on another one like that? For instance, if I didn't have 95,000 million palettes and I only wore makeup just, as a normal everyday thing, I wasn't a collector and a hoarder and absolutely obsessed like I am, I would probably get the Viseart, one of the Viseart $80 eyeshadow palettes because it's such a high quality, and just wear that every day. But since I already have so many palettes and so many eyeshadows, I don't feel like I need to spend $80 to get something that I have most of the colors already in other palettes. Anyway, I thought I would try again with Viseart on some of their smaller palettes. This is one of their Theory palettes. This one is called Minx. It says it's number 2. This one's sort of a warm-based palette. It is cardboard, and it's very small and portable. You only get 6 eyeshadows in this one as opposed to however many you get in the $80 palette. You get a lot in the $80 palette. So these are mostly warms, and I really liked this color down here, and I really liked this sort of orangey metallic right here. So it's very nice. Of course, the metallics, we have 3 metallics down here, and then we have 3 mattes. All of them high quality, very soft and blendy. The metallics are a dream. The mattes are even more of a dream because they blend and they're so pigmented and they're so not dry. I'll show you how I did my eyes today. I also wore today the Viseart Professional Preview Highlight and Sculpt palette. I've got a couple of issues with this palette, and I'll tell you about that. This is what it's like. What this is highlighting and sculpting. Now, I have a few issues here. I have on most of these colors today. I have on these 2, and I have on these 2, and then I have this on my eyes because that is just, there is no way. Okay, I'm going to swatch these and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So this is sort of your sculpt and contour side. These are your highlighters right here. What I did today was I did use this center deep brown matte as my contour. I put that under my cheekbones. It is quite pigmented and quite deep. I almost think I should have probably mixed it with the lighter color above it, but it doesn't turn out too bad. As you can see, it sort of looks semi-normal once you blend it really well and put your blush and highlight on top of it. Then I went in with this sort of beigey color right here. This is not really light enough to be a contour, as in the white parts of your face. It's more brown. It's like a caramel. It's like a camel color or a honey color. I would say it's like a honey color because when you put it on your skin, it sort of turns. It looks in the pan very yellowish and sort of very taupish. It sort of warms up to a really nice natural skin tone bronzer for especially really light people like me. I think I really like it as sort of a bronzer that I used around the perimeter of my face. And I did use it over my cheekbones before I put my blush on to sort of tone down and soften that dark brown contour I had on there. These 2 colors blended very nicely to sculpt down the sides of my nose here. I did blend the 2 colors together. So I dabbed into here, and then I dabbed very lightly into the darker color. So I used mostly this light color and then just a tad of the darker color to sculpt my sides of my nose. So then for highlights, I used this pink color right here, the pink highlight, over my larger cheekbone. And then I took a smaller brush and a smaller, fluffier, more compacted brush and used this lightest highlight just right on my cheekbones. These highlighters are lovely. They are smooth, they're not glittery, but they are a really nice high quality highlight. You can see the pink tone when you use the pinkish one, but it is very neutral, and I thought that was very pretty. I think it made a very pretty highlight. You can see it highlighting me there. Very pretty. So the colors I used on here, I liked all of them very well, but it is very strange to me that they threw in this dark, dark purple. It's not a dark brown. It's not a contour color for deep, deep skin tones. It is purple. It is plum, eggplant purple, and it is on the contour side, and it is matte. So I'm having to think that they're trying to say it's a contour color. I don't see how anyone can wear this as a contour color. A little odd. Let me show it to you. What I did with this today is I put it on a little bit of, I put it on a little corner brush, and I dabbed some in my outer corner of my eye as eyeshadow, and it worked fine. It's very pigmented. It's purple. It's not brown. I don't understand. I think instead of that color, they should have put a nice white matte or an ivory matte to put on as your contour, the highlight part of your face that you want to bring forward. Not as, you know, a shiny highlighter, but the kind of color that you want to sort of whiten the peaks of your face so that they come forward. I'll show you the other colors, swatch those for you, and then I'll tell you all about the eyeshadow palette. Here's that middle deep color in the contour side. That is it right there. And then that lightest honey color I really like. I mean, it is for us pale girls. When you build it, it starts to pick up some tone. There it is right there. You can barely see it. But my skin is so white on my forehead, and the back of my hand is so much deeper. That's why you can barely see it. But it did build nicely on my forehead. Very subtle bronzer or sculpting powder. Here are the highlighters. Here's the lightest one. So this palette was $80. So you have to decide, well, is it worth $80? Here's a neutral pink highlighter in the middle. It's really pretty. It's just really pretty rose kind of pink. And then the bottom color is a copper. That would be a highlighter for deeper skin tones. I was not able to really use it today. Not really something I can use. So out of this $80 palette, there are two colors of the 6 that I cannot use. So does that make it valuable? Does that make it worth it? I don't know. The highlighters are gorgeous. The Sculpt and highlight part is very convenient. I don't know. $80. Okay, so here's your eyeshadow palette. All I can think on that highlight and sculpt palette is maybe they mean not just highlighting and sculpting your face, but maybe your eyes as well, and that's what that deep purple is for. You know, there's a Kevin Aquan palette that's supposed to be sculpting, and it has a bunch of eyeshadows in it. So maybe Viseart is trying to tell us, you know, let's highlight and sculpt not just our face, but our eyes as well. I don't know. So your 3 matte colors down the side. So those 3 right there. Then your sparkle side. I especially love this berry color up here. So those are your 6 colors. So what I did today was I started out putting that nice medium warm brown in my crease. Then I put the bright orangey coppery metallic in the middle of my lid and over almost all the way to my tear duct. Then I put the sparkling purple, the outer third of my eyelid. I did use the lightest matte color as a highlight. Then the deepest brown I used in the dark brown plum I used in the outer corner and brought into my crease a little bit. The inner inside of my eye I did with this sparkling sort of champagne here. And I did take just a tiny bit of that on a blending brush and smooth that between my crease and my highlighter just to sort of give a transition there. High quality palette. Is it worth $45 though? I just feel like I have all of these same colors already in about 19 different palettes in my drawer. And for $45, I mean, if it was a $12 palette or something like that, then yeah, you'd probably keep it. But for $45, I don't know. I think I already have all these colors covered. Once again, if I didn't have 95,000 palettes, I would have a couple of Viseart palettes, and that would be it. Let me show you a new color from Tarteist Lip Paint. This one is called Bestie. This is a liquid matte lipstick, and I just wanted to show you the pretty color on this. This is a newer shade for them. kind of the perfect nude everyday mauve. And so pigmented, so thick and opaque is what I'm trying to say. Color that one. I don't have it on right now, but that is a really good color. Just wanted to show you that to you. It's called Bestie. Coming up, more stuff, more and more and more makeup coming this way soon. I'll see you next time, my next video. Bye.